Hello everybody and a good day to you all. Today I am talking about The Sinner, episode number 6, part 6. This episode is directed by Jody Lee Lipes. And here we have some things that go down. Now before I get further into the episode, I'm going to let you know right now, there will be some spoilers. Because there's something happening in this episode that I cannot contain to myself. Now, the sisters of Cora and Phoebe have been always quite strange. I mean, I get it. They have a mom who's crazy. They got a father who wasn't really there. So they had coped in their own ways. You got Cora, who was brainwashed from a child that everything that she did was making her sister sick. Then you have her sister Phoebe, who's can't go anywhere because she's sick and dying, and so therefore she's finding her place to trying to live her life through her older sister. So you got her mother who brainwashed her, Cora, and you got a sister who pretty much using that brainwashing as for her own pleasure. So she pretty much pimping her older sister out there to any guy she sees. And then now her sister has to go along with it because she doesn't. Her sister's is sick and she can't live through her, and the guilt because she made her sick because that's what her mother told her, and so therefore she got to do whatever her sister says, and it leads to some weird, strange, some sexual stuff that should not be, but it is, and like how did this happen? All I gotta say was when I saw this scene, this episode, I was not ready. I was not emotionally ready for this. Mentally ready for this. Did I enjoy the episode as a whole? Yes. But, wow. Okay, here you go here. You have Cora, she's still in jail because she stabbed the man to death. So, everybody knows she's guilty of that. But now you have this detective, Harry Ambrose, who wants to figure out why did this happen. I mean, everybody knows that she did it. That's not the point. But he just want to know why. But you had this new detective, Detective Farmer, and she just want to send Cora to jail. That's all she wants to do. She keeps thinking to herself, why do you care why? Who gives a rat's butt why she did it? Is it because she's pretty? Is that because that's why you want to get involved? Because she's pretty? Well, I don't give a rat's butt. She's guilty. And now there's another dead body that they found that's connected to her. So they're thinking that she did that part too. So they're thinking not only did she kill this man, but she killed this girl too. She's a psycho, and she should be locked up. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter who, when. I don't care about that. I don't care. She's guilty. So she just wants to send her to jail. Then you have her husband Mason. He's spiraling out of control. Because the woman that he loved, who he thought he knew all his life, is in jail for killing a man right in front of him. He didn't know what to do. He thought he found an answer in JD, and now JD retaliated on him because he went after him. So JD went after his dad, and so now Mason, in his infinite wisdom, decides to go to JD's house to shoot him, I guess, because he had a gun. Maybe not. I don't know. But he wasn't thinking straight, because the thing is though, his wife just went to jail, is in jail right now for stabbing a man to death. And so your answer is to shoot a guy? What? So your son will have no parents now. Great. Way thinking ahead, Mason. I mean, you are a genius. Oh. I'm looking at the screen, watching this happen, and I'm trying to stop it with all my will, but it wasn't working. But good thing, some kind of luck happened. JD was already dead because some other guys did it. Which is... wow. Now we trying to figure out, now they got to figure out, is JD's death is the reason why, it's part of the whole investigation? Because, see, you got Harry, who has been investigating this rich club, and he found out stuff about them that's not quite on the clean and up. And since JD was connected to them, maybe they got rid of him to shut him up. Maybe he knows some things. I don't know. Because if he's still alive, he can talk. Because criminals will spill their guts if it stops them from going to jail or shorten the sentence. So, loose lips sink ships. So maybe they got rid of him. Maybe. I don't know. But the interesting about Harry Ambrose, the detective, is even though as a cop, he may be weird and a little off, but he knows what he's doing. But his personal life is just all jacked up. His wife Faye, left him. The weird thing is, she hasn't gone to couples therapy. Okay? And even though Harry's still with his mistress, he was actually trying. He pushed her aside. He kicked her. He said, "You know what? I can't be with you." He told his mistress he can't be with her no more. And he wanted to focus on his wife. Fine. And then she decided, nope, I don't like this anymore. I don't want this to be over. So now he's spiraling out of control. He doesn't know what to do. So now he turns back to his mistress Sharon, the woman who chokes him and punishes him with pain as pleasure. I don't know. I'm not into that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's what she does. But here's the thing. They were having sex, and she was choking him, which he wanted. And then he asked her to choke him harder, to the point that he passed out. But here's the strange thing. You have a woman who, for his pleasure and her pleasure, steps on his finger to the point that his fingernails turn black, puts him in like arm bar locks to the point that his arm almost breaks, and yet when she choked him so much he passed out, that pushed her past her freak zone. Like this, wow. When you out freak a freak, that is a accomplishment. Because she's the one who's giving him pain, and yet when he passed out when she was choking him, because that's what he wanted, freaked her out. So now he lost her too. He lost his wife. He lost his mistress. The only person he has in his life, the only woman he has in his life who actually wants him there is Cora. And she's a murderer. Wow. Wow. So, to help Cora out in this episode, Harry and Cora Carrie takes Cora to that club. So maybe she might remember something might happen in her head, that trigger something, that happen say, oh, now I understand what happened, and then she can help them solve the case. And then they can figure out why this girl got so messed up, what happened to her that make her, well, go off the deep end. Because when you see flashback of her life in this episode, you really, every episode, every time they show a flashback of her life with her sister or with her mother, you realize that she should have been a serial killer a long time ago. Even let's just say she did kill that girl. Let's say she did. I don't think she did, but let's say she did. You understand it. The way this show is set up, it makes you feel sorry for the murderer. Because what she did was wrong. It was horrible. But you understand it. You can't really judge her completely because I get it. Oh my gosh, your mom was nuts. And your dad wasn't there for you. And your sister was manipulative and he'll use her illness as a reason to manipulate you to get what she wanted. Like, wow, I'm surprised you can function at all. Oh. But here's the thing about her life that sealed the deal for me and why she's so messed up. I mean, it's other things too. But Cora has been going out because of her sister told her to. So now she's starting to have a boyfriend now, and now Phoebe is starting to feel a little bit jealous. Like she wanted Cora to do this, but now that she's doing it, now she's feeling jealous about it because she feels as though she's going to lose her. Because the closer she gets to JD, the further away she gets from Phoebe. So to have the kind of connection with her sister, this is like girls do. She wanted her to tell her about her date, which seemed pretty normal. Okay, I was there. And then she asked her about the kissing. I said, okay, nothing wrong with that, I guess. But I had a weird feeling that I was going to go down a very dark path, and it did not disappoint. She asked her to show her how he kissed her. Now, at first, my first thought was, is she gonna kiss her hand to show it? That'd be kind of weird, but I guess. I mean, this family's messed up. I mean, we already see how Phoebe is around statues of Jesus, so therefore, why not? And so, but that didn't happen. No. Cora leaned forward and kissed her sister on the mouth, open mouth kiss with tongue, and I actually saw the tongue come out of her mouth into her sister's mouth, and I was just, what is happening? Now my brain couldn't comprehend this, and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on right now. I mean, I'm trying to explain it to myself so I could get why this happened, but no. So she made out with her sister, and I said, okay, that's all right, okay, I guess it's over. But then then Phoebe asked Cora, how did he touch you? And that's when I started to panic. Now, I haven't watched something in a while that made me feel so uncomfortable that it made me move in my seat. I couldn't run away, but I had to keep looking at the same time. But I wanted to not look, and I couldn't move. It was like my brain was confused. I don't know what's happening right now. And so I was watching Cora, reach out with her hand after she tongue kissed her sister, and then touch her sister's breast. And then it got even weirder when you saw Phoebe's face and the pleasure she was having from this. Imagining this guy touching her sister and somewhat touching her. Wow. And then it didn't stop. It didn't stop there. Then Phoebe grabbed her sister's hand, and then she moved it down to touch her privates. She pretty much made her sister finger her. And I'm like, what is happening? Then it cuts to Cora's face, and she looks horrified by it, that she's actually crying, but she's going along with it because she feels guilty that she doesn't. This girl is so messed up. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know how she faked it this long with her husband, with Mason. I mean, even though Mason said he noticed something was off about her, but he didn't want to ask no questions. But the way she had to hide it for a pretty good while to make you want to marry her. Her family messed her up to the point of, I don't think she could come back from this. Her mother messed her up. Her sister messed her up. Her father let her down. Oh my gosh, no wonder she's stabbing people. Oh. This episode, I was not ready for this. But still, I enjoyed it. The acting is always great. The show is weird. It's getting closer to you find the answers. But the journey is just, holy mother. It's just mind-blowing what they're doing with this show. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode of The Sinner. Did it make you feel weird like me? Or did you enjoy it? I don't know. Anyway, just leave your comments down below. Pretty much all I gotta say about that. So give my channel the big old like, the thumbs up, boom, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.